رجعنا لكم من بعد التقرير، والحين ننتقل حق النزال الثاني. راح يكون النزال بين حامل اللقب الروسي مالك ضد متحديه الامريكي ثوماس سوتو. صالح وين نتكلم عن النزال هذا احس انه يذكرني بروكي الجزء الرابع، كان روكي ويا متحديه الروسي.
سعود، طبعا مالك هو لاعب معروف لدى الجميع، واحنا طبعا بنسميه الدكتور مالك، لانه هو بالاساس دكتور اسنان. بعد فوزه المبهر في بطوله GFC 3 جاله هذا المتحدي ثوماس سوتو. طبعا رصيده كلين ريكورد 5-0، يعني عنده 5 لعبات، فايز بالخمس لعبات، غير مهزوم. ثوماس سوتو متخصص في المصارعه والجوجيتسو، وهو حاصل على البيربل بيلت او الحزام البنفسجي في الجوجيتسو، وهو ايضا مارس الملاكمه لفتره طويله. توقع هذا النزال في نديه، في تكافؤ منقطع النظير بين هذول اللاعبين. هذا النزال راح يختطف الكثير من الانظار. طبعا اللاعبين الروس هم طبعا بالاساس طبعا لاعبين سامبو ولاعبين كيوكيشن. مالك يمثل تيم فيغور سبورت، وثوماس سوتو يمثل تيم ياماساكي. تابعوا معنا هذا التقرير عشان نعرفكم على ثوماس من خلال هذا التقرير.
My name's Thomas Soto. I'm 30 years old and I'm from the USA. I served in the military. I was a veteran of Operation Iraqi Freedom. I started boxing when I was 15. When I joined the Army, I started doing Army combatives. I then started training Jiu-Jitsu with Helson Gracie Academy and moved to Washington, D.C., training under Fernando Yamasaki. I chose to fight in MMA because it's a very versatile sport. There's all types of fighting involved in MMA. I started training when I was 15. I started boxing with USA Boxing. I have 5 professional fights in mixed martial arts. I'm undefeated. I won most of my fights by submission. I like to push my opponent to his limit and take away all of his strengths from him, and I enforce my strengths. I usually tend to fight my fights however the situation dictates. If the person is a good striker, then I'll take him to the ground. If he's good at the ground, then I'll like to keep him standing. But no matter how good he is or whatever he does, I always play to my strengths. I heard about GFC by watching it on TV. I saw it on Al Jazeera one time in a hotel room. I contacted Mr. Salah and I gave him my stats and he told me that he would be able to get me a fight. So he offered me the fight with Malik for the title. And that's how I ended up getting with GFC.
Are you excited about it?
Yeah, I'm very excited. This is the biggest fight that I've ever had. It's very different, but at the same time, I find more comfort in knowing that I'm going to compete in a sport that I'm accustomed to and that this organization is accustomed to having, and that makes me feel comfortable and I like it. I know my opponent's a Sambo fighter, but I'm not worried about it. You know, he can come and try to do Sambo to me, and I'm going to push him so hard that he's gonna, you know, it's eventually gonna just move into a fight. And that's what I want. And that's okay. As far as rounds go, I'm not really concerned about which round I'm gonna win in. I just know that when he gets into the cage with me, he's gonna really understand what it is to fight a professional fighter and to feel the kind of pressure that I'm gonna inflict on him. I think it's a very good sport. I know that they like to go for a lot of legs and the grappling's very good. I know that the training's hard, but I've trained really hard too. And that's what I'm saying. Eventually, I don't think it's gonna matter how good his Sambo is or how good his submission game is, how good at grappling he is, because I'm gonna push him so hard that it's gonna get to that point where eventually it's just gonna matter who wants to win more. No, I like that. I like that this is his second fight in GFC and he has a following, because that means when I beat him, that all of his following will be my following. Currently, I'm training a lot of boxing and grappling at the same time. I plan to go home and train with some guys that I used to train with from around El Paso, Texas, and go to Randy Couture's gym in Las Vegas I'm going to train with them and develop a game plan. As far as Malik goes, he's going to be very surprised about how hard I end up hitting him. I'd like to thank Mr. Salah for giving me the opportunity to fight in this event. I think that this organization is going to be is huge already, and I think it's just going to get bigger and bigger every year, every event.